thank you all for coming out and supporting the arts in CK Desire and the show. We really appreciate everyone who has sponsored us and bought ads and just showing up and being here. Thank you guys so much. We do have a really wonderful show. The cast has been working extra hard, and they've all put in about 75% of their own personalities into each of these characters. They were the easiest to direct. I think they mostly directed themselves, so that made it really simple for me. For those who may not be really familiar with the plot of the show, maybe you all are, but if not, the plot is that they blow a fuse, and when well, there's a giveaway. But when the lights go down, when the lights go out in the play, then the stage lights are going to come up full bright. Okay, so you're going to see people with bright stage lights fumbling around, tripping, and looking for things. Okay, so and then when somebody walks in with a light, then the stage lights go down. So it's opposite. We kind of like that, explaining things. Nobody's in the front row. We do have two people in the aisle seat. So carry on at your own risk. Just kidding. I know. And although this is a one-act show, we do have about a 15-minute intermission, about 50 minutes into it, and then the second part is only about 30 minutes long. So, and it goes pretty quickly. Our next show that Streeter Productions is doing is Jersey Boys, the musical, the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. So that's going to open. It's on the back of the program. That's going to open in January, and we're really excited about that one. So now, with that being said, Streeter Productions welcomes you to Black Comedy.
Welcome to CK Desire, Acadiana's grassroots arts incubator. Please take note of the exits, and in case of emergency, please calmly move to the exit nearest you and exit the theater. Please turn off or silence all cell phones. Videotaping this production or the use of flash photography is strictly prohibited. CK Desire is supported by grants from the National Endowment for the Arts, Lafayette Consolidated Government as administered by the Acadiana Center for the Arts, the Lafayette Convention and Visitors Commission, the J.C. Moss Family Charitable Fund, William C. Schumacher Family Foundation, Al Berard Memorial Music Fund, in memory of David Garisco and Chris Stafford, as well as our generous corporate sponsors, Lafayette Neighborhoods Economic Development Corporation, Acadian Companies, First Horizon, and CGI, as well as generous support from individual donors, Tanya Falgout, John Best, Chris Vildeville, Teresa Roloff, Joe Reel and Jana Rush, Dr. Ronnie Daigle, Farisa and Mike Blue, Kate Evans, Mr. and Mrs. Bruce Snow, Dr. J. Collada, MD, the Chance Broussard Fund. Visit our website, ckdesire.org. Like and follow CK Desire on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
There. How do you think the room looks?
Fabulous! Oh, I told you it would! I wish we could always have it like this. That lamp looks divine there. And these chairs are just the right color. I told you red would look well in here.
Suppose Harold comes back.
Oh, he is not coming back till tomorrow morning.
No, but suppose he comes tonight. What do you think he's going to do if he goes into his room and discovers we've stolen all of his furniture?
Don't dramatize. We haven't stolen all his furniture. Just 3 chairs, the sofa, the table, the lamp, the bowl, and the vase of flowers. That's all.
And the Buddha. It's more valuable than anything.
Do stop worrying, darling.
Well, you don't know Harold. He's mad about his antiques.
Look, we'll put everything back as soon as Mr. Bamberger leaves. Now stop being dreary.
Well, I just don't think we should have done it. I mean, anyway, Harold or no.
Why not, for heaven's sake? The room looks divine now. Just look at it.
Darling, Georg Bamberger is a multi-millionaire. He's lived his whole life against this sort of furniture. A few stolen bits aren't going to impress him. He's coming to see the work of an unknown sculptor. If you ask me, it would look better for to see me as I truly am. A poor artist. It might touch his heart.
It might, but it certainly won't impress Daddy. Remember, he's coming too.
As if I could forget. Why you had to invite your monster father here tonight, I can't think.
Oh, not again.
Well, it's too bloody much. If he's going to be convinced that I'm a fit husband for you just by watching a famous collector buy some of my work, then he doesn't deserve to have me as a son-in-law.
He just wants some proof you can earn your own living.
What if Bamberger doesn't like my work?
He will, darling. Just stop worrying.
I can't. Give me a whiskey. I've got a foreboding. It's all going to be a disaster. An A1, 24-karat, copper-bottomed disaster.
The trouble with you is you're what Daddy calls a DD, a determined defeatist.
The more I hear about your daddy, the more I hate him. I love the military man, and in any case, he's bound to hate me.
Look, darling, all you've got to do is stand up to him. Daddy is only a bully when he thinks people are afraid of him.
Well, I am.
You haven't even met him.
That doesn't make any difference. I'm a complete physical coward. He'll smell it on my breath.
Don't be ridiculous. Here.
Thanks.
What can he do to you?
Well, for one, he can refuse to let me marry you.
Oh, that's sweetie pie.
I like you in green. It goes with your hair.
Oh, straighten your bow tie. You look sloppy, Peg.
Well, you look divine.
Really?
I mean it. I've never seen you look so lovely.
Mhm. Tell me something, Bryn. Have there been many before me?
Thousands.
Seriously?
Seriously? None.
Well, what about that girl in the photo?
Well, she lasted about 3 months.
When?
2 years ago.
What was her name?
Thea.
What was she like?
Well, she was a painter. Very honest, very clever, and just about as cozy as a steel razor blade.
When was the last time you saw her?
I told you. 2 years ago.
Well, why did you still have her photo in your bedroom drawer?
It was just there, that's all. Give us a kiss.
Aw.
No one in the world kisses like you.
Tell me something. Did you like it better with her or me?
Like what?
Sexy pie.
Look, people are going to be here any minute. You should put a record on. It better be something for your father. What is he like?
He doesn't like anything except military marches.
I might have guessed. Well, I think I have one. Orange cover in the back of the box. It's called Marching and Murdering with Sousa or something.
This one?
That's it.
The Band of the Coldstream Guards.
Ideal. Put it on.
How do you switch on?
Oh, that last knob on the left. And don't forget to plug it in. Let us pray. Oh God, let this evening go all right. Let Mr. Bamberger like my work and buy some. Let Carol's monster father like me. And let my neighbor Harold Gorms never discover that we've stolen all of this furniture behind his back. Amen. Oh, blast! We've blown a fuse! Oh, the record player must have caused it. We need to find another fuse.
Where's the box?
In the hall?
Have you any candles?
Don't think so.
Well, where are the matches?
They should be on the drinks table. No? Try on that bloody player. yes, I'm fine. I'm just fine. Carol, why don't you go check in the bedroom?
Oh, I haven't finished in here yet.
Well, I just remembered that there are some fuses in the bedroom. In that drawer where you found the photograph.
Oh, I don't think there are. I didn't see any there.
Don't argue, just look.
All right, keep your hairpiece on.
Sorry, I'm sure there's some there. You just must have missed them, is all.
Well, what about the matches?
Have to mend it in the dark, that's all. Now please, hurry, darling.
Oh, God, how dreary.
Yes. Hello. No, I'm fine. Just fine. And you? Yep. Fine? Fine. That's just... Stop saying what? Carol? Darling? Clea! What on earth are you doing here? I thought you were in Finland. But you've only been gone 6 weeks. Where are you calling from? The air terminal? No, I don't think that's a good idea tonight. I'm terribly busy. I'm afraid I just can't get out of it. It's business.
There's nothing here except your dreary socks, I told you.
We'll try the other drawers.
Ugh.
Clea, I can't talk about this right now. Can I call you tomorrow? Where will you be? I told you, no. I know it's just around the corner. That's not the point. You can't come round. Look, something's happened in the past 6 weeks.
I can't see anything, Brad, please.
Yeah, I've got to go. I can't talk about this on the phone. What has it got to do with what? Well, yes, of course it does. I mean, you can't expect things to just stay frozen, can you?
There's nothing here. Haven't we any matches at all?
Oh, God, stop wailing! No, I wasn't talking to you. I will call you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Who was that?
Mr. Chum? Did you find a fuse?
I can't find anything in this. We've got to get some matches.
I'll try the pump.
Somebody, please help me!
Miss Furnival?
Mr. Miller?
Yes?
Mr. Miller!
Yes.
Oh, thank God you're here! I'm so frightened.
Why? Have your lights gone too?
Yes,
Oh, could be a blackout.
I don't think so. The street lights are on in the front. I could see them from the landing.
It must be the master fuse box. Controls the whole house.
Well, where is that?
Down in the cellar. The electric people control it. It's all sealed up. They'll have to come around and mend it themselves.
Well, you have to get them quick. Phone them, of course. Don't be so futile.
They're not going to come at this time of night.
Don't be such a DD, darling. Try.
Miss Furnival, do you by any chance have any matches?
I'm afraid I haven't. So improvident of me. I'm absolutely terrified of the dark.
Oh, Carol, this is Miss Furnival from upstairs. Miss Furnival, Carol Knowles.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Isn't this frightful?
Suppose we can put Mr. Bamberger off.
Didn't you say he's dining out and coming on here after?
Yes.
So he can't be reached.
Oh, yes. Operator, the London Electricity Board, please. Night service. Well, yes, I'm sure it's in the book, ma'am, but I'm afraid I can't see. No need to apologize, miss. I'm not blind, I just can't see. Well, we have fuse. No, we don't have any matches. Miss, please, this is an emergency. Thank you. London is staffed with imbeciles.
So right.
Hello? No, I don't want the number, miss. I can't dial it. Well, have you ever tried to dial a number in the dark? Miss, I just by any remote chance have any matches?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Miller.
Oh, hello. Yes. I would like to report a main fuse at 18 Scarlatti Gardens. My name is Miller, and... Yes, all right. Hold on. Hold bloody on!
If I might suggest, Harold Goldridge opposite might have some candles. He's awake for the weekend, but he always leaves a key under the mat.
Yes, very good idea. Thank you. That's exactly the sort of practical thing Harold would have. Here. You can take this, and I will go get them. Ah, fire!
Are you all right, Mr. Miller?
I knew it. I bloody knew it. This is going to be the worst night of my life. Oh!
Hello? This would have to happen tonight. It's just Brinsley's luck.
Is it something special then tonight?
It couldn't be more special if it tried.
May I ask why?
Have you ever heard of a German called Georg Bamberger?
Oh, indeed, yes. Isn't he the richest man in the world?
Yes. Hello? Well, he is coming here tonight!
Tonight?
In about 20 minutes to be exact. And to make matters worse, he's apparently stone deaf.
How extraordinary. May I ask why he's coming?
Oh, he saw some photos of some of Brinsley's work and apparently got madly excited about it. He's a great collector. Bryn would be absolutely made if Bamberger bought a piece of his.
Exciting.
It's his big break. Or was, till a moment ago.
Oh dear, you simply must get some help. Jiggle that thing.
Hello? Maybe the bomb's fallen and everyone's dead.
Dear, you mustn't say things like that. Even in levity.
Hello? Yes! This is number 18 Scarlatti Gardens. I'm afraid we've had the most dreary fuse. It's what's laughingly known as the Master Box. We want a little man to... well, they can't all have the flu. Oh, please try. It's screamingly urgent. Thank you. Sometime this evening, they hope. That's a lot of help.
They're not here to help, my dear. In my day, you paid for service and you got satisfaction. Nowadays, it's just some foreigner swearing at you. And if you think you're of the middle class, that only makes things worse.
Would you like a drink?
No, thank you. I don't drink. My father, being a Baptist minister, strongly disapproved of alcohol.
Ah! Damn it! Blasted! Get away from me, you damn cat! Who's lying there?
In here, Daddy Pat.
Well, can't you put the light on, damn it? I almost knocked myself out on some damn milk bottles!
Got a fuse. Nothing's working.
Oh, what a relief, a light.
This is my father, Colonel Melcat. Miss Furnival. She's from upstairs.
Taking refuge with Mr. Miller. I'm not very good in the dark.
When did this happen?
5 minutes ago, the main thingy just went.
Where's this young man of yours?
Oh, in the flat opposite. He's trying to find candles.
You mean he hasn't got it?
No, we can't even find the matches.
I see. N-O. No organization. That's up.
Oh, Daddy, please. It could happen to any of us.
Not to me. Now that's what I call a real work of art. You can see what it's meant to be.
Oh my goodness.
What is it?
That Buddha, it so closely resembles the one Harold Gorringe has.
Must have cost a pretty penny. He must be quite well off. By Jove, it's got some pretty colors.
Do you know Mr. Gorringe?
Very well indeed. We're excellent friends. He has such lovely things.
What?
Surely this furniture.
Daddy! Why don't you have a look in there? It's Brent's studio. There's something I particularly want you to see before he gets back. Please have a look.
Very well, Dumpling. Anything to oblige. Excuse me.
Miss Furnival, you're a sport, aren't you?
No. What is all this furniture doing here? It belongs to Harold Gorringe.
I know. We've done something absolutely frightful. We've stolen all his best pieces and put Bryn's horrid old bits in his room.
But why? It's disgraceful.
Because Bryn has nothing, Miss Furnival. Nothing at all. He's as poor as a church mouse. If Daddy had seen this place as it looks normally, he'd have forbidden our marriage on the spot. Mr. Gorge wasn't there to ask, so we just took the chance.
If Harold had touched his furniture or his porcelain, he'd go out of his mind. And as for that Buddha, it's the most precious piece he owns. It's worth hundreds of pounds.
Oh, please, Miss Furnival. You won't give us away, will you? We're desperate and it's only for an hour. Oh, please, please.
I won't betray you.
Oh, thank you.
It'll all have to go back just exactly as it was as soon as your father and Mr. Bamberger.
Oh, I swear. Oh, Miss Furnival, you're an angel. Please do have a drink. Oh, no, you don't. Well, have a bitter lemon.
Thank you. That I won't refuse.
You call that sculpture?
It's not supposed to be. It is.
Yeah, well, they make good garden implements. I like it for turning up the soil.
That is not very funny, Daddy.
Sorry, Dumpling. Speak as you find.
I wish you wouldn't call me Dumpling.
Well, there's no point in wasting this. We may need it.
Oh,
Oh, don't be nervous, Miss Furnival. Bryn will be back in a minute with the candles.
and then I'll leave, of course. I don't want to be in your way.
Oh, you're not at all. Bryn?
Hello?
Did you find anything?
Can't find anything in this. If there's candles in there, I don't know where they are. Did you get the electric people?
They said they might send someone around later.
Oh! How much later?
I don't know.
That's just great. Now look at it. Not a bloody candle in the house. A deaf millionaire to show sculpture to. And your monster father to keep happy.
Oh,
Good evening.
Bryn, this is my father, Colonel Melcat.
Good evening, sir. Fancy you having been there this whole time. I'm expecting some neighbors. Some monsters. Some monster neighbors. Some neighbor monsters. They just phoned up and said they might come round. Yes. Well.
You seem to be in a spot of trouble.
Oh, not really, sir. I wouldn't call it that. It's just a little fuse. We have them all the time. I mean, this isn't the first fuse that I've survived, and I dare say it won't be the last.
You got no matches, right? No
Right.
candles,
Right?
no BE, right?
B. So
Basic efficiency.
I wouldn't say that exactly.
And by that I mean the simple state of being at attention
At
in life
Sorry.
rather than at ease.
Certainly not at ease.
So what are you gonna do about it?
Do, sir?
Don't echo me, sir. I don't like it.
You don't like it? Sorry.
Look here. This is an emergency. Anyone can see that.
No one can see anything, sir. That's the emergency.
Stay on your humor, sir, if you don't mind. Now, let's look at the situation objectively, right?
Right.
Good. Problem. Darkness. Solution. Light.
Oh, yes. Yeah, very good, sir. Very good.
Weapons. Matches. Candles. Torches. Anything else?
A set of early Christians?
What did you say?
Nothing, sir. Yes. Weapons, matches, candles, torches. Very good.
Good. Now, where might you find any or all those things this type of night?
I, actually haven't the slightest idea.
The pub. The pub, of course. You have a pub
Of
around here, haven't you?
Of course we do. I spend all of my time there.
Good.
No, not all of my time, of course. Just some of it, most of it. 10 minutes a day at most, really.
It'll still be open if you hurry, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Your clarity of mind has saved the day.
Hello? Hello, is anybody there?
Harold!
Brinsley?
It's Harold. He's back.
Oh no! What's going on here?
Nothing, Harold.
Brinsley?
Don't go there. Come in here. We've had views and stuff. It's all over the house.
Have you phoned the electric people?
Yes, now get in here.
It's rather cozy in the dark, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose so. So you're back from your weekend then already.
Weekend? Some weekend. I couldn't take it anymore. It rained the whole bloody time. I feel damp to my panties.
Drink, tell us all about it.
Us? Who's here then?
I am Mr. Gorringe.
Bernie.
I'm taking refuge with Mr. Miller. You know how I hate the dark.
Blasted thing is beginning to go. Ah! There we are. And who are you?
Might I introduce to you my neighbor, Howard Gorringe, Colonel Malkit.
How do?
And this is Harold Malkit, Harold Gorringe.
Hello.
Why don't I take your coat, Harold?
Oh, careful, it's sopping wet. You've got no candles, I suppose?
Wouldn't you believe it? But I haven't. Silly me.
What the devil did you do that for?
I'm just saving you a wick, Colonel. You may need it later, and it's failing fast.
That's all right. I've got some matches.
Matches!
What's going on?
Nothing. It was a draft. Yes, no match can ever stay alive in this room. Cross currents and all.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's up with you?
Nothing?
You got a dead body in here or something.
No, of course not. Of course not. It's just that it's dangerous. Yes, deeply dangerous. We can all die in this room, actually. Yes, it's something they always warn you about. In old houses like these, the gas supply and the electric line are kept right next to each other. They're both down there.
What about it?
Well, they always warn you that if the electric line blows, it can damage the gas supply. Yes, they're famous for it. They do it all the time. And they always say that you have to avoid all naked flames until they're mended.
I never heard of that.
Me neither.
Well, it's absolutely true. It's terribly dangerous to burn naked flames in this room right now. Isn't it, Carol?
Yes! Bryn is absolutely right. In fact, they warned me about it on the phone when I called them this evening. They said, whatever you do, don't strike a match until the fuse is mended. It's dreadfully dangerous. You can't imagine how dreadfully.
You see?
So why didn't you warn me about this dumpling?
I forgot.
Brilliant.
We simply must take care.
We certainly must. Why don't we all have a drink? Cheer us all up.
Well, I must say, that wouldn't come amiss. Not after the journey I've had tonight. I swear, there was 35 people in that compartment if there was one. Babes in arms, toddlers, 2 nuns, 3 yapping poodles, and not a sausage to eat from Leamington. Excuse me, I'll just go and clean up first.
Do it later.
Well, I have to unpack first.
You can do that here.
I hate to keep things in a suitcase longer than I absolutely have to. There's one thing I can't stand, it's a creased suit.
Nonsense, Harold. We can't have you fumbling about in the dark like this. Now you'll knock yourself unconscious. You know how accident-prone you are. Why don't you just sit there and relax with us? Carol! Miss Harold, drink for God's sake.
Wow, the darkness is bringing that dominance out of me.
What will you have, Mr. Goring? Winnie, Vera, or Jeanette?
Come again.
Winnie whiskey, Vera vodka, or dear old standby Jeanette.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll have a glass of Jeanette, please, and a little lime juice.
Young man, do I have to keep reminding you that you are in an emergency? You have a guest arriving any minute.
Oh, God, I forgot.
Try the pub, try the neighbors, try whoever you damn well please. But get some light.
Yes! Yes! Carol! Can I please speak with you for a minute?
What now?
Here?
Yes. Oh, okay. Excuse us just a moment now, Colonel.
Mr. Gorey, it's so exciting. You'll never guess who's coming here tonight.
Who?
Yes.
The Queen.
You are ridiculous.
What are we going to do?
I don't know.
Think.
I can't. The whole thing's a nightmare.
Is that boy touched or what?
Touch. It's a lollipop.
A what?
An absolute sweetie. I've known him since he's king. There's not many secrets we keep from each other, I can tell you.
Really?
I'm going to have to take all of Harold's furniture and put it back in his room right now.
In the dark?
There's no other way. We can't get nice till we do.
Well, don't be a tease, Fernie. Who is it who's coming here?
I'll give you a clue. It's someone with money.
Money. Let me think.
Carol!
Look, but can't you tell him it was a joke?
You don't know Harold. He's mad about his antiques. Can't stand for anyone to even touch them. It's bad enough the things that he keeps in his china shop, the things that he keeps in his home are absolutely sacred. Do you want him to call me a thief in front of your father? Because that's exactly what he'll do.
Brinsley!
I'm not exaggerating. He gets absolutely murderous when he's upset. He turns into a mad killer inside 10 seconds.
Well, what on earth can we do it? You can't get all that stuff out in the dark, then put your own things back in here without anyone noticing it. It's impossible!
Brinsley! What are you two doing up there?
It's no use, Colonel. You can't see a thing up in that bedroom.
Now listen to me, darling. You handle things here, serve them drinks, keep things going, and I will handle everything else. I can get it all back. Every piece.
You can't. It's impossible.
Brinsley!
minute, sir. I'm just, getting some empty bottles to take back to the pub.
Say what you like. That boy's touched.
Trust me, darling. Just trust me. You do your part, and I'll do mine.
Get down here, Miller.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right away. I'm off now, Colonel. Help is definitely on the way.
Hurry up.
Carol, they'll serve you drinks. If our guest arrives, just explain the situation to them.
Would you like me to come with you?
Oh, God, no, just, sit there, dry out those wet fluids. A nice gin and lime will do wonders for you. I shan't be but a minute, everyone. Bye.
Well now, drinks! It's Jeanette for Mr. Gorridge, and I suppose Winnie for Daddy, and I will have a nice glass of Vera and tonic.
And how on earth are you going to do all that in the dark?
Oh! I remember the exact way I put out the bottles. It's very simple.
Here, love, just let me strike one match. I'm sure it's not that dangerous, just for 1 minute. Let's see. Okay. It's hard to light a match in the dark, huh?
Do you want to blow us all up, Mr. Gorge? Oh, poor Mr. Bamberg was going to be teensy weensy bits of us. Very messy bags.
Bamberg. Gaylord Bamberg. Is that who's coming?
Yes. To see Mr. Miller's work. Isn't it exciting?
Of course. Money. Should have guessed. I read an article about him last week in the Sunday paper. He's known as the Mystery Miller. Yeah. He hardly spends any time outdoors. He only stays indoors with his collection. That's the life. If I had money, that's what I'd do. Just collect all the porcelain and china I want.
I've never met a millionaire before. I always imagine they feel different from us. I mean their actual skins. Yes. I imagine it's softer than ours. Like the skins of ladies when I was a girl.
What an interesting idea.
Oh, yes. She's very fanciful, this Bernie. Real imagination. I've always said she could have been a writer.
Thank you, Mr. Gorge. You're always very generous with your compliments. But this is by no means fancy. When I was a girl, softness of skin was quite the sign of refinement. Nowadays, we middle classes can barely keep ourselves decently clothed, let alone soft.
You never spoke the truer word, Bernie. It's all going to the dogs. Everywhere you look. Take that word you just used, for example. Refinement. It doesn't mean anything anymore. If you were to use that word today, most people would assume it was something to do with sugar.
Pardon me. That is the side of the art. It's such a charming word, too. Refinement.
I'll tell you the truth, dear. You and I are never going to hear that word spoken properly again in our lifetime. Because no one gives a damn anymore. They haven't got a clue and they don't give a damn. And you and I are simply going to have to get used to it.
My father always used to say, even before the bombs came and burned our little house in Windover, the game's up, my girl. We middle classes are as dead as the dodo. Poor father, how right he was.
So your father was a professional man.
He was a man of God, Colonel.
Dublin, how are those drinks coming?
Fine, Daddy. There'll be 1 minute.
Good. Let me help you.
You can bring this bitter lemon to Miss Vanderbilt if you want.
My way. Right you are, Dumpling. So, your father was a minister then?
Oh, he was a saint, Colonel. I'm only thankful he didn't live to see the rudeness and vulgarity of life today.
So right, Colonel. Rudeness and vulgarity. That's it to a T. I mean, honestly, have you seen the behavior of people these days? Did I tell you what happened in my china shop last Friday? I don't think I did.
No, Mr. Porridge, I don't think.
I just opened up. It was about 9:45, and I was dusting off my teapots. You know, Wedgwood collects dust. Something shocking. When who should walk in but that Mrs. Levin? You know, the ginger-haired bit who thinks she's God's gift to bachelors.
You're better than
Thank you. Most kind.
Anyway, and she walks with the vase in her hand. It was a bit of... Anyway, she walks with the vase in her hand. It was a birthday gift for an old geezer she's having a bit of a ding-dong with out in Earl's Court, hoping to collect a little after he died. At least that's how I read the situation. And I'm a pretty good judge of character, friends, and she was a real grasper if I ever saw one. Disgraceful.
What's the matter, Daddy?
It's a rocking chair! I didn't see a rocking chair there before! Look,
Yes, dear, you're gonna want to watch for that. I told Bryn about it several times. Anyway, it's ours. It's a nice bit of Kingsley porcelain. Blue and white, absolutely authentic. I'd let her have it for 60 pounds, and she got infinitely the best of the bargain. And there's no arguments about that. Well, and she prances with her hair done up in one of those bouffant hairdos. You know, French, tardy like. It would have, you know, the sort. It would have looked good on a girl half her age with twice her looks. And do you know what she says to me?
No, what'd you say?
Mr. Porridge,
She said,
I've been cheated.
No.
I went down to Bill Everett at the Portobello Market, and he says this vase isn't what you called it at all. Chinese and very rare. Oh, he says it's a piece of 20th century trash from Taiwan.
does he? I say. Does he? I keep calm. I always do in Raleigh.
Yes, he does. Right.
Good heavens, Colonel. So why? Anyway, I counted to 10, and then I let her have it. In the first place, I don't expect my customers going behind my back checking up on my honesty. In the second place, Bill Everett is as ignorant as Barnsley Dirt. He doesn't even know mean from pink. And in the third place, that goes for you, too, Mrs. Levitt. Don't cross my threshold again, because if you do, I will not hold myself accountable for the consequences.
Bye, Mr. Gorringe. How splendid of you. Here's your gin and lime. You deserve it.
I was proper blazing. I didn't care.
Where are you? Oh, where are you, Daddy? Here's your scotch.
here, Dumpling.
There you go, bitch. Don't need to tolerate.
Be careful porcelain yourself, Colonel.
I'm afraid I don't know much about it, madam. I like some of that Chinese stuff. Very fine. Like the one I saw on the statue that was on the table when I first came in here. Very delicate.
What statue's that, Colonel?
The one on the coffee table when I first came in here. Very fine.
I didn't know Brinsley possessed any Chinese stuff. What's it of in this statue?
Now! We all have drinks. I'd like to propose Daddy's regimental toast. Raise your glasses, everyone, to the 25th course. Confusion to its enemies.
I'll drink to that. Confusion.
Up to the old 25th.
Thank you, Dumpling. That was very sweet of you. Thank you very much. Damn it, that's gin!
I got bitter lemon.
Oh, horrible. Absolutely horrible. Alcohol, I suppose. Unpleasant.
Colonel,
Here's a scotch for me.
all right, let's try that again. Bottoms up.
Quiet. Ah, damn it! This is, I can't take another minute of this.
Oh, Daddy Pets, please!
If I blow us up, Dumpling, then I blow us up. I don't care. This is absolutely ridiculous. There was a Buddha sitting there when I first came in here. Where is it now?
A Buddha? What kind of Buddha? I didn't know Brinsley had a Buddha.
I don't. I wouldn't have a Buddha. I'm a Confucian.
What the devil are you doing there?
Let's not be rash, Colonel. No any complaints, remember?
Don't be impertinent. Did you go to that pub?
Certainly. But it was closed.
You couldn't have gone to the pub in that time.
Of course I did.
But it's 5 streets away, Mr. Miller.
Needs must when the devil drives, Miss Furnival, whatever the hell that means.
Now look here. There's something very peculiar going on in this room. I may not know much about Art Miller, but I know men. And I know a liar in the light, and I know it in the dark.
Daddy, please!
No, wait, not now. Now look, I don't want to doubt you, sir, that you went out to that public house. But I like your oath that you went. I want to hear it right now. Well,
Brand, Daddy's talking to you!
what are you shouting for?
Yes, I know. He's absolutely right.
Well, sir, what's your answer?
That was a very perceptive remark you made there, sir. Not everyone would have thought of that.
Now look here. Now look here. I've been extremely patient with you, young man, but enough is enough. It's P.E. now. Patience exhausted. If you think I'm going to let my daughter marry a born liar, you're very much mistaken, sir. Not now, Dumpling. Let me handle this.
Sir, handle, sir, for heaven's sake.
Did he say marry?
Well, that's the general idea.
You and this young lady, Brit.
Or what's laughingly known as engaged. Subject, of course, to Daddy's approval.
Well, I never. What a damn surprise.
We were keeping it a secret.
Evidently. How long has this been going on?
A few months.
You sly cat.
I hope you approve, Harold.
You sly, secretive cat. You really know how to keep things to yourself, don't you?
I was going to tell you, Harold. You were the one person I was going to
But
tell.
you didn't.
I just haven't got around to
You
it.
chose to keep it from me.
I didn't choose. I just forgot.
Say no more. There's no need to share confidences. I've only been your neighbor for 3 years.
Don't start.
Always assumed there was more than a geographical closeness between us, but I was obviously mistaken.
Don't start getting huffy,
I'm not
Harold.
starting to get anything. It just teaches me not to bank on so-called friendship. It's silly, stupid, trusting me again. Oh, it's silly, stupid, trusting me.
Good God, man.
Well, come, Mr. Gorringe. We really hadn't told anyone. Not a single soul we've had, really.
At the moment, Dumpling, there's nothing to tell. And I'm not sure that there's going to be.
Now, look, sir. It seems like we've gotten off on the wrong hand. If that's my fault, I apologize.
My father always used to say, to err is human, to forgive divine.
I thought that was somebody else.
No, people always copy him.
May I help you, Miss Furnival?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm just getting myself another bitter lemon. That is, if I may, Mr. Miller.
Yes, of course.
Thank you, most kind.
Well, sir, wherever you are,
Here, Colonel.
I'll overlook your damn peculiar behavior. Do you hear me? can look after her, I'll consider this whole thing favorably. Now, I can't say that fairer than that, now can I?
No, sir. Most fair, sir.
Good.
Most fair.
Of course he can look after me, Daddy. His works are going to be world famous. In 5 years, I'll feel just like Mrs. Michelangelo.
There wasn't a Mrs. Michelangelo, actually.
Wasn't there?
No. He had passionate feelings of a rather different nature.
Really, Mr. Orange? I didn't know that.
Come on now, Harold. I'm sorry if I've hurt your feelings, but can't we all just be friends?
I'm sorry. I don't think I can contemplate a friendly relationship with a viper.
Oh, come on, Mr. Gorange. It really is a case of forgive and forgetty pies. Have another gin and lime.
All right. Don't mind if I do.
Let me mix it for you. Okay, here we are.
Where's the bar?
Oh, should be right up here. All right.
Well, I must say, there's nothing nicer than having a booze up with a pretty girl.
Oh, you haven't seen me yet.
Just know it. Brinsley's always had wonderful taste. I've often said to him he has the same taste in ladies as I do in porcelain.
Bryn, don't be so modest. Nothing to be ashamed about. Anything, it's rather flattering. Go. I found a photo of one of his old bits from 2 years ago, and I must say she was pretty stunning in a blousy sort of way.
Which one was that? I suppose you mean Clea.
Oh, did you know her, Mr. Gorringe?
Oh yes, dear. She's been around a long time.
Has she?
Oh yes, or am I speaking out of turn?
Not at all, Harold. I've told Carol all about Clea. Though I'm surprised, honestly, that you call 3 months a long time.
What was she like?
Well, I suppose you can hardly remember her, really.
And why on earth wouldn't I?
After all, it was 2 years ago.
2 years.
Yes, 2 years ago.
2 years.
Yes, 2 years ago.
Well, now that you mention it, I remember her perfectly. I mean, she's not one you can easily forget.
Was she pretty?
No. In fact, I'd say the opposite. She was rather plain.
Oh, she wasn't.
I'm just giving my opinion.
You've never given it
I
before.
was never asked, but since it's come up, I've always thought she was ugly. For one thing, she had teeth like a picket fence, yellow and spiky, and for another, she had horrible skin.
She had nothing of the kind.
Yes, she did. I remember it perfectly. It was like an old, gray, crumbly wallpaper with a new pink one.
This is disgraceful.
You knew I never liked her. She was too clever by half.
And so tirelessly bohemian.
Oh, you mean she was as pretentious as her name? I bet she was. That photo I found showed her in a sort of sultry peasant blouse. She looked like a bartered bride done by Lloyd's Bank Operatic Society.
Oh!
What's
All
wrong?
right, Mr. Miller.
What the hell's the matter with you, Harold? It's not very funny. Me? Well, I don't suppose it was the Colonel.
What was it, sir?
Clea!
What? What?
Nothing, sir. I was just remembering her. You're all speaking the most awful nonsense. She was beautiful. And besides, Harold, you were just saying how I was famous for my tasty women.
Added glasses.
Nonsense. She was beautiful and kind and funny and witty and smart and beautiful and kind and clever and adorable in absolutely every single way.
You told me she was as cozy as a steel razor blade.
That doesn't sound like me.
You told me in this room when I asked you what she was like, she was a painter, very honest,
about as cozy as a steel razor blade. Yes, there. I said it. So bloody what?
So nothing.
Say what you like. That boy's touched.
What is all this talk about her being kind and tender all of a sudden?
She could be, on occasion. Very.
Very rare occasions, I imagine.
Not so rare. Not so rare at all.
Meaning what exactly? Briefly, I'm talking to you.
Go on up to the bedroom. I can explain everything there.
I think now is quite the moment.
Oh, God, I wasn't talking to you.
What would you say?
I think he wants you upstairs. For what reason? I can't begin to imagine.
They're going to do some more of that plotting again, I dare say.
Darling, has something happened?
It's all bad. Every bit of it.
We can have lights?
Yes. No!
Why not?
I don't know.
Why did you want me in the bedroom?
I don't. Go away.
Charming!
I didn't mean that.
There you are. You're plotting again. What the hell's going on again? What's happening up there?
Nothing, Colonel. I just remembered that I may keep a torch under my bed. I use it to blind the burglars with. Have another drink,
I
Colonel.
mean, have another. I haven't had one yet.
Poor Colonel. Let me get you one.
I can get one for myself. Thank you very much. Help me with your bitter lemon, then.
Oh, no, thank you. I'll manage myself.
So, this is what they call a blind date. What the hell's going on?
Nothing. Gerald Bamberg is only coming to see my work tonight, and we've got a main fuse.
Is that the reason for all this furtive clutching?
I can't explain things right now.
Who's that, practical gal?
Just a friend.
She's something more than that.
But if you must know, it's Carol. I've told you about her.
The idiot Deb?
She's a very sweet girl, actually. As a matter of fact, we've become very good friends these past 6 weeks.
Oh, good.
That's good.
And have you become friends with her father, too?
Well, if it's any of your business, they've just dropped in to meet Mr. Bamberg tonight.
What was it that you wanted to tell me on the phone tonight?
Think?
You're lying.
Here, please, if you've ever loved me, just go home, slip away quietly, and I'll come round in the morning and explain everything, I promise.
I don't believe him.
Please, darling, please.
Oh.
Please. Please?
At last, a decent glass of scotch. Are you getting your bitter lemon?
Yes, Colonel.
Starting to wonder about this Bamberger fellow if he's going to show up at all. Already a half an hour late.
That's nothing, Colonel. Millionaires are always late. It's their thing.
That's how I imagine him. The pins like silk and always 2 hours late.
No one in the world kisses like you.
I miss you bad in the brain. I had to see you. I thought about nothing else this past 6 weeks. I made the most awful mistake working out.
Please.
I mean, we've known each other for 4 years. We can't just throw each other away like all these papers.
I don't see why not. You know my politics. You've read my gossip, and you've certainly been through my entertainment section.
Well, how about a second edition?
Oh.
Please. I just can't explain things right now. Can't you trust me for just an hour?
Of course I can. You don't want me down there?
No.
Oh, then I'll get on track. Go quietly to bed. I'm gonna go rid of them all. I'll be waiting.
That's a terrible idea.
I think it's lovely. A little hat-like station for us both.
I'm perfectly relaxed.
Franklin! Too solemn for day, too sweet for night. Come not in darkness, come not in light. That's me, isn't it?
Of course not. I just can't explain right now, that's all.
Oh, very well. We can explain later in bed.
Not tonight. Clean up.
Either that, or I'll come down and discover your sordid secrets.
There is no sordid secret.
Then you won't mind my coming down.
Bradley!
Oh, God. Okay, you can stay. Just keep quiet. Little bitch. Yes, my sweet.
What are you doing up there? You've been an eternity.
I'm just checking in the bathroom. You never know what you might find in that clever little cabinet.
Are you trying to mad me, sir? Are you trying to put me in a fury, sir?
Certainly not, sir.
I warn you, Miller. It's not difficult. My furies are not unknown, sir.
You may not compete.
What did you just say to me?
Bryn! How dare you talk to Daddy like that?
I wasn't talking to Daddy like that.
Then who are you talking to?
Nothing. No one. Myself. I was talking to myself. I was saying, if you keep groping around here in the dark, you may knock your teeth in.
Mad. It's the only explanation. You've got yourself engaged to a lunatic.
There is something going on up there, and I'm coming up to find out what it is. Do you hear me, Bryn?
Oh, no.
I am not such a fool as you take me for. I know when you're hiding something. Your voice goes all deceitful. Very, very bouncy pants.
I don't think that's a good idea, darling. I don't think the Colonel would approve of you entering a man's bedroom in the dark.
I'm coming up, Bryn. I'm coming up.
I'm coming down, Carol. I'm coming down.
Hello, please? Miss Villa? I've come as was arranged.
My God. It's Bamberger.
Bamberger?
Yes, Bamberger.
You must have thought I was never coming.
No, of course, we're delighted that you could spare the time. I know how busy you must be. I'm afraid we've had the most idiotic disasters. We've had a main fuse.
You'll have to speak up, dear. He's stone deaf.
We've had a mains fuse! Not the best conditions for seeing sculpture.
Not a bad idea.
Oh, what a relief!
You always travel with the torch.
Mostly, yes, it helps to see details. You are holding a private view?
No, these are just some friends. May I introduce to you Colonel Melkett?
A great honor, sir.
No, mine.
Miss Carol Melkett.
I say, hello! So glad you got here! It's terribly kind of you to take such an interest!
Not at all.
A neighbor of mine, Harold Gorringe.
How do? Very honored, I'm sure.
Enchanted.
I must say, it's a real thrill meeting you.
And, another neighbor, Miss Furnival.
I'm afraid we've all been taking refuge from the storm, as it were. Oh, they are softer. Much softer.
Softer, please.
Miss Furnival, please.
Excuse me, but why are you all shouting at me? I'm not deaf.
You told me you was.
I read he was.
My father was.
Terribly sorry, sir. A misunderstanding.
I love that outfit and that smart cap. Where'd you get it?
My cap?
Yes! So chic! Wildly original!
But we all have them. Surely you have seen them before.
You mean it's some kind of club? I bet it's very exclusive.
Oh yes, absolutely impossible to get into.
My father always used to say, it's easier for a rich man to go through the eye of a needle than for a camel to enter
Christ. The sofa. You forgot about the sofa. You need to get that bloody torch away from him.
Excuse me, but I am pressed for time.
Yes, of course.
Gott in Himmel, is that one of yours?
Yes.
It's amazing. Absolutely fantastic.
You really think so?
Oh, but definitely I see at once what it represents.
You do?
No question. The two needles of man's text, self-love and self-hate, leading to the same point. I'm right, aren't I?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's easy to see you're an expert, sir.
Up at 9.
Might I suggest an experiment? I would love for you to feel it in the dark.
The dark.
Yes, I actually made this piece to be be felt and not seen. I call it my theory of factual tactility. If it doesn't stab you to the quick, it's not art, as I always say. Darling, why don't you relieve our distinguished guest, Miss Torch?
Oh, yes, of course. Here. Whoop.
Yes, now that's it. Now with hands outstretched, I want to feel it all over with total commitment. Now, that's the secret. Total commitment.
Oh no!
Wunderbar. Ich fehlt hier in the dark and you feel Sie might just thrust in the argument. The English matter, it has a real more force. I can feel the passion in place and similarities to create an orgasm of opposites. You should charge him in some words like this, Mr. Miller. This one, for example, how much is this?
50.
500 guineas.
Ah, so, well,
Would you like it then?
oh, very much.
For 500 guineas.
Certainly, if I had it.
You mean you've gone broke?
No, I mean I never had it.
Now look, sir, I know millionaires are supposed to be eccentric. This is ridiculous.
Millionaire? Who do you think I am?
But damn it, man, you must know who you are.
Mr. Bamberger, is this some kind of joke you like to play?
Excuse me, that is not my name.
It's not?
No, my name is Schimpanzi. Franz Emanuel Schimpanzi, born in Weimar 1905. Student in philosophy in Heidelberg 1934. Refugee to this country 1938. Regular employment ever since Zealand Electricity Board.
Electricity!
You mean you're not?
Of course he's not. How dare you? Of all the nerve coming in here lecturing us about orgasms when all along you've been here to tremendous abuse?
Agreed, it's monstrous.
It is?
You come here as a civil servant pretending to be deaf. Proceed to arrange a little boy unasked and uninvited.
Excuse me, but I was invited.
Don't answer me back, sir. In my day, you would have been fired on the spot for impertinence.
Daddy is absolutely right. Ever since the Beatles, the lower classes think they can behave exactly as they want.
Mother, will you kindly show this fellow his work?
Yes, why don't you just go on down to the cellar?
Alright, where is it?
Come on, get a move on.
Alright,
Let's go.
very well. I leave the light apart and the dark and science.
Rock away, there's flag.
Oh, dear.
Let me hide myself in thee.
None of this evening is happening.
Oh, cheer up, darling. In a few minutes, everything will be all right. Mr. Bamberger will arrive in the light. He'll adore your work and give you 20,000 pounds for your whole collection.
Yes.
And then we can buy a super little house and live what's lovingly known as happily ever after. Oh, I want to leave this place just as soon as we're married. What? I don't want to live in a swamp for our first couple of years like other humans. What is the matter with you?
Gods, listen, darling. They've given me a terrible night, and they may do worse.
Oh, I know. You've had a filthy evening. Poor baby. But I'll fight them with you. I don't care a fig for those naughty old gods. Do you hear? Not a single little figgy pants.
What is it?
It's raining.
Don't be stupid.
I'm all wet.
What's going on?
What?
What are you hollering for? What the hell? What's going on?
It's a leak. The water mains must have gone now.
Good lord.
It must be.
Don't tell me there's someone else
Who's
here.
there? Come on out. I know you're there.
I bet you it's Mrs. Punnett.
Who?
Mrs. Punnett, my cleaning lady. She comes every Friday.
But what would she be doing here now?
Well, I just remembered that I told her yesterday that I would be giving a party today, and she must have just come to tidy things up.
But damn it, man, it's 10 o'clock.
Yes.
can't be that conscientious. Not after what you told me.
Oh, she absolutely is. You don't know her. She's completely devoted. She once actually came around at midnight saying that she couldn't sleep for how dirty she thought the place might be.
When did she come?
She must have just walked in and slipped upstairs without any of us hard hearing. She actually wears these special swan's down slippers to avoid making any noise for us.
Well, let's just see if it's her, shall we?
Oh, no, sir. She hates to be disturbed.
Mrs. Bonnet! Mrs. Bonnet! Is that you?
Hello? Yes?
Good. It is you, Mrs. Punnett. What on earth are you doing here?
I'm just giving your bedroom a bit of a tidy, sir.
At this time of night?
Oh, I'm afraid I was delayed, but better late than never, sir, as they say. I know how you like your bedroom to be nice and inviting when you give one of your parties.
When did you come, madam?
Oh, just a few minutes ago, sir. I didn't like to disturb you, so I came up in here. But I can't seem to find the lights. It's as dark as Newgate's knocker. Are you playing one of your kinky games, Mr. Miller?
Oh, Mrs. Punnett, it's a fuse. It's dark. It's all over the house.
Oh, a fuse. I thought it might be one of your kinky games in the dark, sir. Perhaps the one with the rubber on the clothes and those little whips.
It's a fuse, Mrs. Punnett. The man is mending it now. The lights will be on in any minute.
Oh, that'll be a relief for you, won't it?
Yes. Now why don't you just come on home? There's nothing you can do here.
Are you sure of that, sir?
Not in this dark. I mean, it's pointless, isn't it?
Oh, no, sir. I could clean this place with my eyes shut, and I'd like to, really. I'll hate for your guests to see as it usually is. Bras and panties in the sink, contraceptives on the floor, and marijuana simply everywhere.
Please watch what you say, madam. You're in the presence of Mr. Miller's fiancé.
Fiance?
Yes, I am her father.
Oh, well, I never. Oh, fiance. Oh, sir. Mr. Miller, I'm so happy for you, fiance. And you never told me.
Is keeping it a surprise?
Oh, well, I never. How lovely. May I kiss you, sir, please?
Yes, sure, of course.
Well, I never. I'm so happy for you, so pleased for you, sir. And for you, miss, too. Thank you. And for you, sir, too.
Thank you.
Well, you must be, Miss Clea's father.
Miss Clea. I don't understand.
Well, I never. So you've got him at last. Well done, Miss Clea. I never thought you would. Not after 4 years. Oh, forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, sir, but you must admit, you do take a long time proposing. 4 years, a long time to be courting one woman.
Mrs. Punnett, please?
4 years? Well, yes, dear, has been all of that and a bit more, hasn't it? And I mean, it was just in time, really. He was getting a bit prominent. Your little bun in the oven. Oh, miss! And I don't mean that's why he popped the question. Of course it is not. He's always been stuck on you. He told me so not 1 week ago in this room. Mrs. Bonnet, he says. Mrs. Bonnet, as far as I'm concerned, you can keep the rest of them. Miss Clea will always be on top of the heap for me. Ooh, I says. What about that debutante bit? Carol, the one you always telling me about, that colonel's daughter. He says. She's just a bit of Knightsbridge candy floss, a couple of licks, and you had her.
Did you say 4 years, madam?
Yes, sir. 4 years in this room.
Hey, I know that voice. It's Clea.
Clea?
I don't understand anything that's going on in this room.
I know, it's a very odd room, isn't it? It's like a dark magic room where things happen the wrong way round. Rain falls indoors, the day becomes a night, and turns in a second from a nice maid into a nasty mistress.
For God's sake.
At last, one real word of protest. Have you finished lying then? Have you eaten the last crumb of whole pie? Oh, you coward, you bloody coward. Just because you didn't want to marry me, did you have to settle for this lot?
Mary?
Married?
Yes, 4 years of team is laughingly known as the Betty Pigs. Stop her, for God's sake!
And how do you suppose I do that?
Well, where is all that bloody resource you keep talking about?
Calm down, Dumpling. Calm down. I'm coming. Daddy's here. Hold my hand. Everything's going to be all right. Shh, calm down. Everything's all right. Everything's going to be okay.
Are you sure that's your daughter's hand you're holding, Colonel?
What? Carol, isn't this your hand?
No! Well, you must have lived with your daughter for well over 20 years. What remarkable use made of your eyes. All right, my kinky game time. Let's all play guess the hand. Oh, we're gonna play guess the teeth, Harold. Who's got teeth like a picket fence?
Oh, how disgusting!
Oh, well, that's me, dear. I'm not gonna discuss the tags. Okay, let's find the person here. Who's this?
I don't know!
Oh, come on, have a go.
I don't know, and I don't care!
Go on.
It's Bryn, of course! You can't trick me like that! It's Brinsley's stupid hand!
I'm afraid you're wrong, dear. It's me.
It's not! You're lying!
I'm not. I don't lie.
You're lying!
I'm not.
You're lying!
You try, Harold.
I'm not playing. It's a bloody silly game.
Okay, who's the other person? Here, who's this?
It's Bryn. Yep.
Well done! Woo!
How does he know that? How does he know your hand and I don't?
Calm down, Carol.
Answer me! I want to know!
Stop it.
I won't!
Get it.
Leave me alone! I just want to go home!
Carts! Shopping carts in a supermarket. All those wire carts filled with babies and bottles. They aim at you on purpose. No help from anyone. People used to say, "Yes, madam. Thank you, madam. Would you like it delivered?" Now it's just cornflakes over there and leave it to yourself. Biscuits over there, Brillo over there, cat food over there, pink stamps, green stamps, free balloons, television dinners. Oh, Daddy. It's awful. And then there are the godless ones. All those heathens in helmets laughing me to scorn. But not for long. Oh no. Who shall stand when he appeareth? He'll strike them down. He'll strike them from their motorcycles and dash their helmets to the ground. Verily I say there shall be an end to sneering, an end to sniggering in leather. Keep off me. Keep off. Oh.
Sorry, I think it's time we went home.
Yes, you're quite right. I'm sorry, Mr. Miller, but I can't stay any longer. Your millionaire is unpardonably late. Typical mothers. Express my regrets, if you please.
Yes. Of course. Thank you, Clea. Thank you very much.
Anytime.
Had me right.
Oh, no?
You walked out on me.
Is that what I did?
You said you never wanted to see me again.
I never saw you at all. How could you be walked out on, Grizzly? You should live in the dark, you know? That's your natural element.
Whatever that means.
It means you don't really want to be seen. Why is that, Grizzly? Do you think that if somebody really saw you, they'd never love you?
Go away.
I want to know.
Yes, of course you do. Because you always have to know. Clea, poke, poke, does he need to do that? Well,
Perhaps because I care about you.
perhaps there's nothing to care about, just a fake art.
Stop beating yourself. It's always your vice. I told you when I met you. You could be either a good artist or a chic fake. You didn't like it because I refused just to give you applause.
Oh, God knows you did that.
Is that what she gives you? 20 hours of ego massage every day?
Well, at least our life together isn't a replica of the Holy Inquisition. I didn't have an affair with you. It was just 4 years of nookie with Torquemada.
You didn't say you didn't enjoy it.
Enjoy it? I hated every second of it.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Every second.
Oh, yes, I recall.
When you left for Finland, that was the happiest day of my life.
Mine too.
I sighed with relief.
So did I.
I went out dancing that very night.
Oh, so did I. It was with the lyre and the timbro.
Well, good.
Fine.
That's just fine then.
Super.
Duper. It's lovely to see you looking so happy.
You too. Radio and self-fulfillment.
No doubt this is funny to you too.
It is quite actually.
Well, I'm not so easily amused, madam, however.
No, hold on a minute,
Hold your tongue. I'm talking now. Miller, do you know what would have happened to a young man like you in my day, the way you treated my dumpling?
Well, I assume.
Hold your tongue. I'm talking.
Oh, leave it, Daddy. Let's just go home.
I get dumpling. Please let me handle this.
Look, Carol, I can explain.
Explain? What the hell is there to explain? All the time you were with me, she was in the background. What were you doing? Weighing us up? Oh! Here!
What?
Your ring. Take the bloody thing back! Oh, my
Oh, very droll, madam. Very droll. Laugh your fill. Ha 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 ha. Miller, I asked you a question. You know what happened to a young love like you in my day?
Happened, sir?
You would have been thrashed, sir.
Thrashed, sir.
You would have felt the mark of a father's husband across your seducer's shoulder.
What I know, Colonel?
You would have raised your gutter snipe voice in a piteous scream, begging for forgiveness and for mercy. You villain!
Harold.
You skunky, conniving little villain!
What's the matter?
Have you seen the state of my room? My room, the most elegant and cared for in the entire district. One chair upside down, one chair on top of another like a board of benediction!
Harold.
I thought I had a friend living here all these years. I didn't know I was living opposite a stinking little thief.
Harold, calm down.
This is my reward, isn't it? After years of taking care of you because you're too much of a slob to do it yourself, have my best pieces stolen from me to impress what? Your new girlfriend and her daddy? Where is my
Behind the curtain.
Unbelievable.
It was an emergency, Harold.
You and that little Nick can take it back to my room right now and any other bits you may have taken. I'm afraid this is the end of our relationship, Brinsley. I doubt if we shall be speaking again.
No. Steady on, Harold. Don't be rash.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to smash you, Brinsley. Oh, yes. Very much afraid. I'm going to have to smash you!
Harold, please.
I agree with you, sir. It's time for reckoning.
Come on, let's
Get up here. Come here. This way. Bark.
Are you back to clean the fuse?
Hello, please?
Or are you gonna keep us in the dark all night?
Don't worry, the fuse is mended.
Thank the Lord.
Mr. Miller? Please? Where are you? Why is this darkness? It's a joke, yes?
Oh, no, this is not very funny, good people. Do you admit that the sound of my voice just because I'm a foreigner? Your English can be the hootest on earth.
Mr. Miller, I've come here to pay attention to your sculpture.
Gott in Himmel.
My God. It's Bamberger.
Bamberger.
Hamburger.
Don't worry, Mr. Bamberger. We've had a fuse, but it's mended now.
Mr. Miller!
You have to speak up. He's deaf.
Don't worry, Mr. Bamberger. We've had a fuse, but it's all right now. Clear. That's right. Everything's all right now, just in the nick of time.
So, here's now an end to your troubles. Like Jehovah in the Sacred Testament, I give you the most miraculous gift of creation. Light.
Oh, thank God, thank God.
I wouldn't thank him too soon if I were you, Brinsley.
Oh, would I, you Brinsley?
Nor would I, pretty pags.
Then thank me, for I shall play God in this second. Attend all of you. God said, let there be light. And there was, good people. Suddenly, astoundingly, instantaneously, inexplicably, inexhaustibly, inextinguishably, and eternally, light.
Bye.